Technical issue. There we go. That's better. Hello. A few little technical difficulties, but here we are. I'm just going to turn that music down slightly. So welcome back to our second instalment, although it's number 3. We're going to be finishing off some of these shells that we've already started. And got a few touch-ups to do with this one. So just one moment. While I get my colours. Go. We should have got those prepared before. We've got our Mod Podge right here. Pop that over there. Still see it there. That is a very important one. Got our brushes. What's down over here? And so we're just going to go over. Got a bit of the Christmas ones to redo. Second coat needs to go on the back of these, and I think we've got 3 to do. Now this here, I'll just show you what I use this for. So sometimes I get air bubbles. Now sometimes I get air bubbles, and what I do is I use this putty to fill up when I get an air bubble. Because there's nothing worse than putting a hole in the hard work that you've done. And this putty will sort that out. So we'll just put that back on there so it doesn't dry out. Okay, and then we have this pretty one that we did on our last one, and it's come out fantastic. So we're going to pick the outside colour and do up that one. Now I've got my dogs in the background, so if you hear them sneezing or anything like that, it's the dogs. And they're as big as humans, so they sound really loud. How about we do our Christmas ones? I know you can't see right now, but I have my Santa hat on. It's not even December, but I love Christmas. Christmas is always a very big deal in my house with my mum, and I intend to carry that on. Alright, so let's line up all these Christmas ones. Mitchie Manalo! Hello Mitchie, welcome! Thanks for joining my live stream. I haven't had much time to let everybody know what I'm doing, so thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me while you're cooking up a storm, no doubt. What are you cooking? What is for dinner at Mitchie's house? I apologise that I have a bit of a sniffle because I'm still getting over this wretched flu, cold, whatever it was. It was not COVID though, so that's a bonus. I'm sitting here next to some of my candles. I know you probably can't see them. Oh no, you can see that one. And it smells like pineapple, and I feel like very summery and beachy. The smell of pineapple and coconut always remind me of the beach. I think it's that tanning stuff that we used to wear from my childhood, when it was all about getting a tan, and now it's all about not getting sunburnt. I've got a little bit of background noise, otherwise it's super, super quiet, which is not all that helpful, and I'm trying to drown out the noise my dogs make. Alright, so I've done that one. So if you are in the chat or you're just coming into the chat, let me know what you're up to, say hi, or not, just watch. If you find watching somebody paint or you find that relaxing, actually there's a channel on here in Australia, there's a TV show, and I didn't even know about it until I'd watched another TV show, which is called Gogglebox, and if you don't know about that, check it out. But that's basically a TV show about people watching TV, which is pretty weird. And they had this particular SBS show on, and there is a guy painting. And he does some fantastic painting, and he makes it look so easy. And yeah, I find it super relaxing. My kids love it. My husband likes it as well. It's like, go figure. And that's what made me think of doing these live streams, because it's like, this is what I'm doing at night time anyway. So why not let you guys get a glimpse into what I'm doing and how I do it, as well as a chance to chat. And since this channel is not monetized yet and we're after watch hours, it gives me a chance to also get those public watch hours up, which is what I need. So I have got a playlist as well, and all of my live streams will be in the playlist. So if you do ever have a moment where you just want to play playlists, by all means play mine, because all the public watch hours help. Doesn't matter how long you watch, but I really appreciate when you are watching. Alright, so this one's probably going to need a third coat actually, looking at it. It's this chameleon halo type colour that it just requires that extra third coat. I think it's because sometimes when you look at it, depending on the angle, it looks gold. Let me just show you up close. So depending on which way I turn the light, it looks gold. Maybe a little hard to see depending on what you're watching it on, but it's got the green hints and then it's got the gold as well. Which is weird because it looks green to me, but it's called Blue Halo, so go figure. So I'll give this one another coat. Trying not to get my sleeve in anything I've already done, but also allow you to watch. Michi, if you're still there, Michi Manalo, what are you cooking for dinner tonight? I believe you are 2 hours difference. I can't remember now because we're in daylight savings. So we've had dinner. Girls are in bed. Hopefully falling asleep soon because Olivia has a big day of school tomorrow. We'll probably only be doing this for about an hour tonight because I need to get some extra sleep to get back to healthy after this cold. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before, I almost lost my voice. It was that bad. see there's a few of you in there that obviously just like to sit back and relax, listen to the music, watch the art. So I really appreciate you being here. Alright. Got all of the Christmas ones done. That's all we're going to do. So we're not going to do this one in the green. I think the conversation we had on the last live stream was to either go silver or gold. So we're going to have another look at that, we'll revisit that. Now the thing to be important when you're doing this is to make sure you don't have paint on the hand that you're holding the shell with, and I'll tell you why. Because if you do have paint, and that's why I'm giving my hands a bit of a clean out, because I have got green paint on them. When I start holding it with my hands inside the shell, especially with a really light print, then what's going to happen is I'm going to transfer that paint. And we don't want that. Especially when it's not a pattern, when it's just white. Alright, clean up that brush. I'm going to go on to one with a bit more finer detail. Alright, so we're going to go on and do our Christmas one. I'm probably getting paint all over my sleeve. Alright. Let's pack away our Halo Blue Gold. If you're wondering what the colour is, that's it there. We'll pack that one away. Now, we have a few golds and the silver. So we have this silver, which we could go, I haven't actually done a silver one yet. We have the yellow gold, which is the same as this one. You can sort of see how that contrasts. I think actually there was a comment about being red, but I don't actually have red. I do have a rose gold, however, which comes up more like, well, actually it's exactly like that. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. I like that, that's pretty. Or the yellow. What do we think? Let's see what the silver, I think. Let's see what the silver looks like. Hi Libby Cuts Vlog, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming back again. You've probably been sitting in the background, but thank you for saying hi. Alright, so we'll do a little bit of this and we'll just see how it comes out. I like this. I was planning on putting this on my Etsy page for sale. However, looking at it now, I really like it. I'm sort of like, you know what, this might look really nice on our dinner table. Now, do we like the silver? I think I do. I think it's very understated and therefore doesn't take away from the print that we have inside, which after all is the main feature, right? Let's do this a bit thicker, this one. Some of them I've done really fine, and others made a bit thicker. And I think because this colour is such a soft, subtle colour, it needs a little thickness to it. What do we think? We'll go right the way around and we'll have a look and see what. Now we have a little bit of patching to do. We've got a little hole down here which we will fill with putty like I showed you earlier. Normally that would be covered with the paper, but because this was a number of little patterns mixed together, or little pictures mixed together, this doesn't have the paper down that end, it's just got the white paint. So we'll do some puttying and then we'll refresh it with some white paint. And it's coming up really nicely. We had a lovely day here at the beach today, although it has been extremely windy. It's been a hot westerly wind. Miriam's channel. Hi Miriam. How are you? Welcome to my live stream. Now I'm going to attempt to get you on here and give you your moderator. There we go. That should have it working now. Yes, everyone that's here, everyone that's in the background, this is Miriam's channel. If you haven't already checked it out, check her channel out. She's got some amazing videos. Living your best life over there in England. How is the weather? You would be going into winter, so I'm guessing it's pretty cold over there now. Have you had any snow yet, Miriam? Or do you get snow where you are? We are starting to come into some hot weather now, which is nice. Although it has been a little bit windy and we've still had quite a bit of rain. You're very welcome for your jacket. This is my second channel, so you would already have a jacket on Coastal Living Down Under Australia. So thank you for coming and supporting my second channel. We're doing these live streams on this channel to get up my watch hours. There we go. So that's where we're up to. And I do really like this colour. I'm quite happy that we did it now. It was a great suggestion in our other live stream. If you haven't already checked out our other live stream, check it out. There are a few new people in there that connect to. Let them know you connected from Shorts by Coastal Living. And I've already had the people that were there already in my channel, watching videos, supporting, sharing, things like that. So clearly they're very supportive. So if you did want to jump on and have a look in the live chat replay, that's usually how I do it. If I haven't been able to get to a live stream and I want to get some interest in the channel out there is usually how I do it. I go on other live streams if I've missed them and just reach out to those that have been in the live stream. Who says you have to miss out just because you can't be there at a certain time? Thank you, Miriam. I'm really doing this sort of stuff just to relax. I find it quite relaxing. It gives you, or it gives me, something else to focus on, something to calm the mind. All the things that happen through the day, it sort of allows me just to process and get into home mode, that sort of stuff. Now when I'm doing these shells, I usually do the very lip on the underside as well. And the reason I do that is it just makes it easier to hold when I do have to flip it over and paint it that way. It means that I don't have to go too close to the edge and it doesn't stick to the paper I've got it on. I've got a bit of dance music happening in the background here. It's a little bit too exciting for what I'm doing. What have you been up to today, Miriam? This is your latest video. It's a beautiful song. Oh, I can't wait. Short video around 4 minutes. I certainly will check it out. I'm only going to be doing this live stream for about an hour, so I promise when I'm done, I'll jump on and I will listen and watch, comment, I'll check it out. You also have amazing talents with musical instruments, singing, all sorts of things. You are very, very clever and very talented. You're on your way to church, Sunday morning church. Excellent. Well, I hope that it is the beginning of a new day, a good day, with many blessings. And if I don't see you between now and Christmas, I wish you the best for Christmas, you and your family, and a wonderful, happy and prosperous new year. But I'm sure I will see you before then. And the tricky part here is getting down into these little ledges, right down into the crevice, so that there's no little bits of white. On some of these big ones I've missed that, and I have to go back and make sure I get it all. It's not actually as bad with this silver because it is such a light colour, you're hard pressed to notice whether it's white or silver. It's like painting both sides, and yet they're so close together. Get there, a little bit of wipe that excess bit off. Thank you, Miriam. Thanks for coming to my live stream, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I can see a few extras have come into the chat. So hi, if you want to say hello, jump on the comments. There's a live chat there. I'm happy to talk to you while I'm painting. We're just going to use one hand to pin Miriam's beautiful link for her wonderful song. There we go, Miriam. That's pinned to the top. Completely covering my hand in silver over here. So what we're doing here, for those that are in the chat that have come in, this is shell art. And these shells that I'm using, this one in my hand right now, is a huge Pacific oyster. Let me just flip it up for you. And what I've done is used rice paper, and I've glued it in with our wonderful Mod Podge over in the back corner there. Glued it in a seam arrangement. And now we're just going to do the trim, which is what I'm doing now. I've got a few more coats to freshen it up, but I just wanted to get the edge colour on just to see, well, first whether I like the suggestion last live stream of the silver, which I really do. It allows the picture to pop, so I like that. Okay, so we're just going to leave that one over here in the corner to dry. And then we're going to, what are we going to go on to? I think we might do a primer on that one to get rid of the dark, because I did want to do another pattern. We also have what we need to do the next step. We've done the rice paper on here, and the next step we need to do is tear that off. So we'll do that. And then we need to do the back coat on this beautiful shell here, which has got the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Paris. Going to clean up our brush. So we've got 10 people watching. If anyone is happy to get on the live chat, let me know who you are, where you're from. If you've got any questions about what I'm doing here tonight. So what we might do, I've got a bit of glue stuck on here. Not ideal. Alright, so we're just going to get some of the sandpaper, and I'll show you what we do in order to get the edging off for this one. Ideally, it's always better to do the sanding separate to your painting, because once you start sanding this down, you'll find it gets a bit dusty. So all we're doing is we're just sanding on the edge and breaking through so the paper will tear easily. So we're just going to go through, and I'll show you how to do that. You see how it comes away a bit easier? So for those of you who are new to the channel, if you haven't already subscribed, we're running a promotion where those that subscribe and have their subscriber list set to public will go into the running to win a candle, which we make on our main channel, which is Coastal Living Down Under Australia. And that will be sent out to that lucky winner, free of charge, shipping and everything. We will send it out to you. And the reason we're doing that is we're hoping to have our channel monetized sometime early in the new year. And we would like to reward those who are subscribing with something from us, and just in time for Christmas. Now, I can't guarantee that it will get there before Christmas, but when it does get there, it will be a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from us to you. So provided I can ship the item to you, wherever it is that you live. That's the promotion we're running at the moment. Alright, so we just discard those little pieces that have come off. Now I haven't used this print before, so I've sort of been thinking to myself, what colour am I going to use as the edging? Because it is such a busy print. I think I'm going to have to go for something maybe lighter in colour. So not a black. Something a little more subtle. Perhaps silver might be a good option. Or a gold. One of the golds that I have. Or maybe I'll have to buy another colour, because none of them will cut it. I don't know. Find out. So it's not too important with the edge work as such, if you do get a bit of the paper that shows a bit of the white print, because you are going to do the edging detail on your shell. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you like. It's completely up to you. Well, in this case, it's completely up to me. All right, and there we have our scallop shell. We've taken the edging off. I'm going to do a bit more fine sanding around here just so we don't get any of the fibres sticking out. But we won't do that tonight. So we'll put that aside. So I'm going to go on to we'll do the primer over this one. Now I know this colour's not exciting, it's just boring old white. But I love this shell. This shell is amazing. This is another Pacific oyster shell. And it's just amazing how big it is. For instance, it's bigger than my hand. It's amazing. So we did have a chain art pattern on here, but I found out pretty quickly that chain art does not work when it is on something that's not flat. And that's what art's all about, right? Trial and error. So we're painting over the black and the chain art pattern, which kind of slid, all the paint slid down into the middle, and it was just a mess. Looked really great when I first did it, and then when I came back to it after it was drying, it just was a hot mess. There's something relaxing and calming about turning something that's trash, or would have been trash if I hadn't snuggled it up, into something beautiful that you can have for a really long time. Now I will say that there's no smell associated other than the paint smell, because we have put these through quite a rigorous cleaning process. We don't use bleach, so there's none of that happening. But they are boiled for quite a long time and scrubbed until all of the dead material is all gone and the smell is gone, because there is quite a smell to these with the overcatch and things like that on them. So there we go. So now, depending on what pattern we're going to put in here, if we're going to put in a light pattern, for instance, if we were going to use something like the Christmas, I'll lift this up. If we were going to put something in like this white Christmas print, We really need to make sure that that primer is completely covered and white. Otherwise you will see it through the print, and we don't want that. We don't want anything to take away from the beautiful print. So we're going to let that one dry. But the primer doesn't take long at all. So we'll just sit that one there. Brush a bit of a wash. So if anyone that's out there watching, if you want to say hi, over on the right hand side is the live chat box. Or if you're just letting this play while you're chilling out, or maybe you're doing shell art while I'm doing shell art. Just let me know if you want to have a chat. If not, I am just going to continue doing what I'm doing. Now I've cleaned my brush up. We're going to move on to this one here. Now it wasn't either of these two golds. So I have the burnished copper. That one comes out more like, it's more like a orangey pink. And this is our yellow gold, which is rich gold. That one is this one here. I don't have an example to show you of this burnished copper. I really need to do one of those. So we'll put those away. The one that we are going to use is this beautiful one here, which is the metallic bronze. So we're going to give that a good shake. Get rid of the primer. Just put that on. Hi Lily Carts vlog, you're still here. One of those in the background. Thank you for letting me know you're still here. Now I'm just going to go and change my water. Water under there. Okay. To find some more room over here. Too many shells. Shuffle them all around. One of them is stuck. Sort that out later. Okay. So, time to do the other side. Lily, back in here on your bed. Hello, Lily. I don't know if they can see you, Lily. Go and get on your bed, quick. Alright, so that's beautiful. Yeah, that's a nice one. Now, one thing I find is really cool when I do these is the time lapse when I'm painting them. It looks so good when it comes, when you first start, you know, and you speed it up. And all of a sudden it's all painted and how it comes together. It really is fantastic. There's so many nooks and crevices and things in these. But it really can take a long time. Oh, on your bed. Quick, bed. Bed. I don't know if any of you have met my Lillian Storm in our short videos or on our main channel, Coastal Living Down Under Australia. There are heaps of videos with Lillian Storm. And they are some funny characters. Always up to no good. I love the water. I've been to the beach today. It was was a really beautiful day. We had a hot westerly. And it's still quite warm here. So if you're like Miriam, who is probably gone off to church by now, and if you're like Miriam and you're over in, or if you're in the northern hemisphere and it's winter or approaching winter and quite cold, we're over here soon to be sweltering in summer. Although England did see a very, very hot summer this year. So you can just imagine if this was a time lapse, wouldn't you? And you just get little snippets of the process. And before you know it, it's done. This one's got quite a few crazy little nooks and crannies, like here, for instance. Got a huge big line. Hard press getting in there with the brush. Need longer bristles. This music's a bit more relaxing. It almost reminds me of like the midday movie. It could even be music out of Pokemon. I always find bits that I miss. I go through and I do like the one area and then I'm like, I look at it from a slightly different angle and I'm like, how did I miss that? So if you're thinking about wanting or you want to do shell art and you don't know where to start, if you live by the coast or near the coast, my suggestion would be to stop into your local fishmonger, local fish shop or oyster farmer, and just ask them, do they have any leftover or used oyster shells that they want to get off their hands? And you might be surprised to find that at the back, I've got a whole pile of them just sitting there wasting away. And you don't even need to pay for them. If you're lucky like me, you may not even need to pay for them. I have a lovely, lovely lady locally who lets me have these shells. And she has a wonderful daughter who's very artistic, and she uses the shells for little pot plants, hanging pot plants and normal pot plants, and they are so cute. She's super talented and I just love it. I love it when you see that sort of passion and creativity in others. So I hope she keeps at it. Because to be honest, I didn't even know I had an artistic side until probably the last 3 years, when I'd had my kids and, you know, I was working but just needing some sort of outlet that I enjoyed, that I found relaxing, but that I could do at home. Because when you've got little kids, it's really hard to find time to do anything else except something at home. And so this was perfect for me. So if you're watching and you're needing something like this as well, try your local fishmonger or your local oyster farm or even your local restaurant that sells oysters. And if they're happy just to keep whatever they sell, like what they would normally throw out for you, you could start that way. And the paints I just got from my local paint shop. Or I also got some of it from Bunnings, because they also have reasonably priced acrylic paints, especially the primers and things like that. So we're almost there. See, if this was a time lapse, it would be amazing. You'd be like, oh wow, look at that, it's already done. But in real life, it takes a bit longer than that. So now I have to try and manage how am I going to hold it so I can get that last edges. So now you see, because I'm working against, I can't see up in the crevices, but I will probably have to go back and do in the crevices later once it's dried, because I can't really see them. I know you can probably see them from your angle, but I can't see them. And I don't fancy getting paint all over my fingers again. I know there's going to be some down in there, so I'll give it my best shot. Yep, almost there. So I haven't really decided what I am going to do with these shells, because I am getting quite a collection, and once I do get enough that I think I have enough to sort of be able to keep up any small demand that they might have, I will start focusing on selling them. But at the moment I'm just enjoying making them, giving them away to family and friends. Got Christmas coming up, so look out all my friends, you're going to be getting shells. Beautiful little shells. And there you have it. Let's put that down. Oh, hang on, I've missed a bit. Oh, hang on, I missed another bit. Right down in these little holes. And I was probably looking from a different angle. And there you go. So we have this beautiful shell. We have a beautiful pattern inside. And you can see the Eiffel Tower. Got a little cherry blossom. And it ties in with the other ones. If you jump on my Etsy page, you'll see the other ones that are up there for sale. And the one thing I will say, whatever is up there for sale in the picture, that is the exact one that you get. Because I don't have enough in reserve. So whatever is up there, that is the exact one that you will get. And once you buy it, there is not one that is exactly the same. So they are very unique. I will say that. They are very unique. Now, excuse me. Excuse me. I will say that these ones here, I showed this last time, I think it was last night, and they have quite a deep, you can see here, quite a deep area. And when you're using a full rice paper to do like a full piece like this, you'll find that you'll get far too many air bubbles. So what I have done in this one was super deep. I've used a fill in here so that there's not as many bumps and edges to get around. And then I will either do what I did here with the Christmas one, and I will cut out different pieces as a seam, or I may try and do like a full pattern like this one here. I haven't decided yet. I really do need to do this one, and I may do this in one of the next live streams that I have coming up, whenever that might be. It won't be tomorrow, and it most likely won't be the next day, but there will be others coming up. I will also be doing the candle that I was saying, so those that subscribe, they will go into the draw to win a candle, which I haven't made yet, but I will be making. I have another jar that looks a lot like this. It comes with a little wooden lid. So that's the size that you will get. And that will get shipped to you for free if you are the lucky winner. So make sure that your subscriptions are set to public so I can see that you've subscribed to the channel. And we'll go from there. Now, I don't know when we're going to draw it, but I will be doing another one of these live streams, and I will talk a bit more about what day that will be, and let you know when to tune in. So I just wanted to say thank you for spending some time with me tonight doing some shell art, and I look forward to the next time that you can join me so we can relax and paint and create these beautiful, beautiful pieces of little art, especially the Christmas ones, because we have got Christmas coming up. So I really enjoyed doing these Christmas patterns, and I think that these will be on our Christmas table for Christmas this year. So I'm going to end the live stream now. I just wanted to say thanks again for watching. If you have liked the live stream, then please subscribe, ring the bell, and turn the notifications on to all so you don't miss our live streams, because we do go live every now and again without notice. So if you don't want to miss out on those, that would be really handy to ring that bell. Share it out to your friends that you think will like it. Comment, let me know if you have any questions. Until next time, thanks very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!